The sun begins to set, preparations for the grand feast are in full swing. Servants bustle around, decorating the grand hall with ornate tapestries and arranging tables with sumptuous dishes. The atmosphere is electric with anticipation. In his chamber, Jungkook is getting ready. Dressed in the finest royal attire, he looks every bit the king he is pretending to be. He sighs deeply as he gazes at his reflection in the mirror, the weight of the deception pressing heavily on his heart. Tonight he is gonna meet the princess. The one he is supposed to marry, the one whose heart he is about to deceive. On other side, Vese Princess Yn, renowned for her beauty throughout the kingdoms, is being dressed in her finest attire by her attendants. She knows she is beautiful. Many princes have sought her hand in marriage, not just because she is Raja Rajendra's daughter, but because of her unparalleled beauty. Yet, having seen Jungkook earlier, she feels a twinge of hesitation. His handsomeness, so striking and refined, makes her wonder if she will measure up. In the privacy of her chamber, she voices her insecurities to her best friend and sister-in-law, Meera. The Grand Palace Hall is magnificently decorated for the evening's grand feast. Silk banners and lanterns adorn the walls, casting a warm glow across the room. Exotic flowers fill the air with their fragrance, and the finest musicians play soft, enchanting melodies. The royal court bustles with excitement as everyone anticipates the arrival of the distinguished guests. At the entrance, Raja Rajendra stands proudly, ready to extend a royal welcome to King Jung, his son Jungkook, posing as King Taehyung, and their officials. The doors open, and the guests enter with an air of regal dignity. As they move into the hall, the courtiers and noble guests rise, bowing in respect. Raja Rajendra continues to play the gracious host, ensuring that every detail is perfect. Jungkook, dressed in royal finery, struggles to hide his anxiety. His heart beats hard as he thinks about meeting Princess Yn, worried about the deceit he is involved in. The guests take their seats, exquisite dishes are served, musicians play, dancers perform, and the atmosphere is one of celebration and grandeur. Jungkook forces himself to smile, trying to push aside his guilt and focus on the evening. Jungkook, however, remains disciplined and committed to his warrior scope. He touches the goblet to his lips but does not drink, hoping no one notices. He then discreetly places the glass aside, his heart heavy with the weight of his secret. Before the feast begins, the grand hall falls into an expectant hush. Raja Rajendra, standing at the head of the room, nods to the courtier. The courtier, a man of regal bearing and clear voice, steps forward, raising his hand to signal for attention. The musicians pause, and all eyes turn toward the entrance. With a resonant and formal tone, the courtier announces, "Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests from afar, it is with great honor that we present the jewel of Bharat. Please rise and welcome Princess Y.N., daughter of Bharat's revered Raja Rajinder and the late, beloved Maharani Vasundhara." The double doors at the far end of the hall slowly swing open. A gasp ripples through the assembled guests as Princess Y.N. steps into view. She is a vision of grace and beauty, adorned in a resplendent lehenga that shimmers in the soft light of the hall. The rich fabric, adorned with intricate embroidery and delicate beadwork, flows gracefully as she moves. Her hair is intricately braided and a veil gracefully draped over her head frames her face, adding to her regal appearance. Y.N. steps forward with measured grace, her heart pounding in her chest. She is acutely aware of the many eyes on her, including those of the man she believes to be King Taehyung. Her steps are steady, though her mind races with a mixture of nerves and anticipation. As she makes her way to the front of the hall, the guests rise to their feet in a show of respect. Raja Rajinder meets her at the bottom of the steps leading to the dais. He takes her hand and leads her up to where the distinguished guests from Korea are seated. Her eyes lowered, feeling a rush of emotions swirling within her. Her gaze falls upon his veiny hands, a testament to his prowess and strength as a warrior. The sight fills her with pride, knowing she is soon to become the wife of such a remarkable man. Jungkook, standing as composed as he can manage, feels an overwhelming mix of guilt and admiration. Seeing Y.N. up close for the first time, her beauty and grace leave him momentarily breathless. Her modesty and poise strike him deeply, and he is struck by how much is at stake. He feels a pang of guilt for the deception, yet can't help but be captivated by her presence. He forces himself to maintain his kingly demeanor, offering a slight smile as he meets her gaze. For a moment, their eyes lock, and he sees the hope and expectation in her eyes. It feels like the world stands still, and Jungkook wishes, just for a moment, that the pretense wasn't necessary. Jungkook had never experienced such a strong attraction to any woman before. Unknowingly, he found himself drawn to Y.N.'s eyes, their depth and warmth captivating him in a way he had never imagined. As their eyes met, Y.N. blushed and quickly looked away, a gesture that brought a gentle smile to Jungkook's face. Her bashful reaction only heightened his admiration for her. In that moment, amidst the grandeur and formality of the occasion, a flicker of genuine connection sparked between them. Despite the circumstances that brought them together, Jungkook couldn't deny the flutter of something new and unfamiliar stirring within him. But then, in an instant, all of those emotions dissipated as Raja Rajinder addressed him as King Taehyung. The weight of his role and the reality of his station in life came crashing back down on Jungkook. He straightened his posture, his expression becoming stoic and disciplined once again, masking the fleeting vulnerability he had just experienced in Y.N.'s presence. After the introductions, the feast began in earnest. Jungkook and Y.N. found themselves seated across from each other. Throughout the evening, Y.N. stole glances at Jungkook, hoping to catch his eye, but each time she looked, he seemed engrossed in conversation or quietly attentive to the proceedings. She couldn't shake the feeling that the man she had met eyes is somehow different, distant even. YN couldn't deny the confusion that gnawed at her. Why did he seem like a completely different person? Now why did Taehyung break off the engagement? These questions swirled in her mind, overshadowing the festivities around her. Despite her disappointment, YN held on to hope that she would soon get a chance to speak directly, to unravel the mysteries and uncertainties that now clouded her thoughts. After the sumptuous feast, Raja Rajinder called for everyone's attention in the grand hall of the palace. The atmosphere was still buzzing with the excitement of the evening, but all eyes turned towards Raja Rajinder as he stood up from his seat, his regal presence commanding respect. In 15 days' time, we will celebrate the auspicious festival of Diwali, Raja Rajinder began, his voice carrying across the hall. We have decided to plan the wedding of YN and King Taehyung after Diwali, so that YN can also partake in the festivities and King Taehyung can immerse himself in our cultural traditions. There was a murmur of approval and anticipation among the guests and courtiers gathered. King Jung, standing beside Raja Rajinder, maintained a polite demeanor, though his eyes betrayed a hint of impatience. He was eager to depart with YN and bring her back to their kingdom. Despite his reservations, he nodded in agreement, not wanting to show disrespect to Raja Rajinder. On the other side of the hall, Jungkook listened intently. He felt a pang of disappointment upon hearing the news. He was unsure how long he could continue playing the role of King Taehyung without revealing the truth. Meanwhile, YN's heart swelled with hope. The announcement meant she would have some time to get to know her future husband before the wedding. She looked at King Taehyung with renewed curiosity and a touch of nervousness, wondering what he was thinking as the plans unfolded before them.